ain't sent the pic. I think I'll send that to you. I think I'll send that to you. I don't think that's for me. I actually think that's for you. Let's talk about the game that was, my friend. Wow. Your boys are looking like they're in little trouble.
First of all,
Right?
shut your mouth.
Ooh. Them is big talk, B. That's big talk.
I don't want to hear anything. Like, let's not forget, we haven't been here in a minute. A lot of stuff has happened. 42-10, ring any bells? We're not going to get into that.
No, I don't have to get into that. I know what that means.
Most importantly, unlike Daryl, who disappeared for like weeks after that debacle, I'm here right away. Minutes after. Respect, Ryan Weeks, my man. Hey,
my guys come in.
Oh, now you're giving him respect.
Of course.
He
I
told
give
me
respect
to
to
go
people
fuck
who I
yourself all
respect.
day, and you're giving him respect.
It's a big win. It was a big win. You needed it. I mean, arguably, like season, like this was the your playoff.
The man got in your group piece all day.
He's in playoff mode right now. Needed this game. We don't. This is preseason for us. We're just working some things out.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this right now, man. Like your boys are in trouble, man. Talk to your mans. Your boys are in trouble, man.
Fine.
It ain't no good look, B. It ain't
It's
no
not a
good look, man.
I'll admit that. I'll admit that was not a good look.
Brock Purdy looks like he's coming back down to earth.
He looked human today. I'll give credit to Minnesota. That pass rush, the blitzing, they threw him off.
I said it before.
And they were that directly resulted in those two turnovers on the last two drives. I mean, like this San Francisco team has made a living just like eating teams, especially in these situations.
No Justin Jefferson
in the last two drives. 2 interceptions in the last two drives. Like
no Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, I mean, I know, but again,
are you concerned right now?
Of course, I'm concerned. Like I'd be lying if I'm not like you. I'm not in denial about things. I don't pretend.
Who's in denial?
I'm just saying. I will.
Same record, money in denial.
Whoa! Slow down. Looked like you had a stroke there for. Whew. Bring it down.
My foot's sore, not my mouth.
Yeah, exactly. By the way, tonight's show is sponsored by Kettle One Vodka. It's a fine, smooth beverage enjoyed by the most discerning of gentlemen.
What he's trying to say is the guru trying to get beautiful for all you people today. Dropped the kettlebell on his toe in the gym today. Thought I broke my foot.
Don't ever say Toto. And by the way, you did not break your foot.
I thought I did.
Exactly. You thought you did. I would pay. Hey, anyone who works at this gym that this is an accident worked at,
World Gym.
I will pay $760 out of Daryl's wallet for the footage of this kettlebell travesty. Personally, I think he tripped on his way into the gym. He's probably holding a smoothie and a burrito, and that was the end of it.
Where do we get burrito from? Where did burrito come from?
Because your boy Jimmy the Jet, he looks like he's Chicano or something. So same. That's where we got burrito from.
I know why you want to change the subject. You don't want to talk about what just happened. Ryan Weeks, by the way, who can barely speak English.
Wow, that's okay.
But these are facts.
These are not. That's wow.
Them is facts.
Daryl with the fucking not so black on black crime.
No, man, them is facts. It ain't like I don't love the brother. He's my family. But the boy can't speak English. But he just slapped the piss out of you. And he's wearing
you did not slap the piss out of anybody.
Yo, B. I think we both just watched
we lost in a heartbreaker.
What? Who Acre?
We lost in a heartbreaker. He
slapped the piss out of you, B. That game wasn't close the whole game.
No, slapping the piss out of someone would be 42-10.
What we're talking about that was last
year. Yeah, no, don't bring up bullshit. Why are you talking about the past? Yeah, that's classic Daryl speak. Why you gonna talk about? Why you gonna bring up old stuff? Why you gonna talk about stuff? Why you gonna talk about stuff?
Talk that shit, money.
Go ahead.
You and the sound effects again.
Well, I got the new shit. I got
some sound effects too. Don't worry, I'll bring that out in the right. You push my buttons, I will bring it out.
Push my buttons? What is it, 1965? My buttons. Yo, that's some
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's some real tough talk, B. I wish you would push my buttons, mister.
Daggum.
You're not my
Paramount
dad,
colored
Wayne.
son
Don't
of a
push my
gun.
buttons. Don't push my buttons, Wayne.
Okay, anyways. Quick, let's change gears for a second. A little fantasy football update for all those people that I know are concerned about the glory hole action. Daryl, captaining the Brothers Talk Ball franchise. Where are we at, sir? What's the record at coming into week 8? We got 7 weeks now. Where are we at?
I couldn't even tell you, man.
This is your team.
Oh, wait a minute.
This is your team. No, don't change the subject. This is a quick segment.
This concerns you. I sent the link for everybody at the bar who was there today to join the podcast. I got a message from your girl, Randy. We leaving. Another one that can't talk English. We leaving and not happy. I don't know what that means. You know what that means? We leaving and not happy. Plus, I sent you a picture from Ryan.
What's your record?
Ryan sent another picture. There's his wife. Oh, there's there's Maddie. Okay, there's Antoinette. Okay, everybody's there.
Daryl, your record.
Ryan looks like he's kidnapping a white woman. I got to talk to him about that.
Hey,
Shouldn't put that on camera.
Nice. Keeping it real.
Problem. Let's keep it a buck. What's
the record?
Glory hole? I think I'm somewhere around 5-2, something like that.
It's exact. Got the numbers right.
Something like
But
that. Something like that. 5-2.
so Daryl, the guru, this guy's what does he say at the beginning of every show? This is your fantasy sports and all sports and fantasy football and fucking whatever guru. He's 2-5. He's not making the playoffs. The guy's in 11th out of 12.
That's only one league, B, and it's ranking.
Okay.
Come on, brother.
Let's change gears to more positive things. Where's the neutron dancers at? Where's Sanchez at?
I don't even look at other people. To tell you the truth, man. I'm not like you, B. I don't study other people, man.
You're on top of the mountain.
I don't study other people.
For those of you who wonder, is the guru for real? Does this guy actually know about fantasy football as he purports to know every week?
Damn right he does.
2 wins. One of those 5 losses came to, you know who. Anyways, we'll be back. We'll give you an update next week on fantasy football. By the way, your other leagues, I know that you're not even in them. This is like fake news stuff. But what's your record? What are your records?
I'm checking it right now because I think I came back today. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. The thing about fantasy football, guys, it's like life. It's up and down, man. It's week to week, man. Sometimes they think you're down. You get like he just did. You leave, you come back, you get up. And I'm back in the W side over here.
Yeah.
Big
up and down over here. A lot of up and down. You know, you win some. You lose some.
You had this whole conversation.
As you said, fantasy football is like life. You win a little.
I'm back in the hunt. I'm back
and you lose. Maybe you don't lose. Daryl. Fantasy football is not like
First of all, don't scream my name like that out loud in the street like that. I don't like that.
It's not like real life. Because when you know what you're doing, everything works out. I don't think you can be called the guru anymore. That's my point. I don't think you're
because my black ass. I'm the guru all day, all night for no damn reason, man.
Exactly. No damn reason.
Talk to me nice, man. Talk to me nice.
Okay, you know what? Moving on to next week. This is some fucking crazy games this week. There were some upsets.
No, okay, this game. Okay. Something about the mid kind of range in the season. Can we talk about something? Is it time to really admit that Josh Allen is overrated and Buffalo is overrated?
Josh Allen's legit. I think Buffalo's defense.
What?
He's not. I mean, he had his ups and his downs in that game. He brought them back. Buffalo defense though is not they're not that dominant squad that I think everyone was expecting. They've had their moments this year, but again, like to lose that way against the Patriots. I mean, credit to Jacksonville the week before. I don't think people are really talking about how good Jacksonville is. Like that's a good football team. Like they're going to win that division, and they're going to be a problem come playoff time. I'm telling you, they're going to catch a lot of people off guard. That's who Buffalo lost to last week. But the Patriots is like they are arguably one of the worst teams in football.
No, and you're not supposed to be losing to them. And I think Josh Allen was a big part of it. I think this decisions that he's making when he's under pressure, it's starting to show. I mean, he gets rid of the ball too quick. He looks like he doesn't really know what his receivers are doing. They're not really on the same page. If he actually just went to Diggs, I think he'd win every game.
But
I
you
don't
have to spread the ball around. I mean, like James Cook, he's played great. I think, and by the
That
way,
is actually true, though.
Dawson
That is
Knox
actually
is
true.
gone for like a while. I think he's got like a dislocated elbow or something. Dalton Kincaid is going to step up and be the number one. And he actually had a bit of a coming out party this week, anyways. He had his best game as a professional. Changing gears back to fantasy football again, waiver wires, go pick up Dalton Kincaid if he's available, because I think in the second half of the season, this guy might be one of those tight ends that wins you your fucking league. Because I think, especially with Knox gone, they're going to fucking start feeding that kid. And he's like, I mean,
And that's why they picked him up, right? That's why they
yeah,
went.
I know
on
he's
the-
a freak. He's got that Travis Kelce kind of
Yeah.
tendency. And I mean, when you have an elite quarterback, which Josh Allen is, I think he's gonna. By the way, speaking of Travis Kelce, that's a bad man.
That's a bad boy.
That's like
On National Tight End Day, he showed up and showed out. What was it? Like a buck 65, something stupid like
on
that?
like 10 catches.
Oh my god, that's
Teddy.
real man football. And we're talking about a tight end. That's crazy.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and this is also, I mean, he's the number one at the position, but he's getting up there. He's been in the league for like what, 10 years, 9 years.
He's not getting up anywhere. He's like literally in the middle.
That's what I mean. Like, he's getting better.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Anyone who has Kelce in fantasy,
Is he stoppable? Because it's almost getting like he's unstoppable. I mean, and we've only seen this maybe once.
No, but again,
We've
like,
only
this
seen
is-
with Gronk.
but you got to go. It's a two-part thing here, right? He's not who he is without Mahomes, and Mahomes probably isn't who he is without Kelce. So it's like,
True.
you know,
But that's a good safety valve to have, my friend. That may be the best safety valve in football to have.
exactly, because he's the safety valve that turns into the downfield threat whenever you
Exactly.
decide you want to do it. Whereas like
And
most
not to
tight ends,
mention-
like
And not to mention they throw him in certain routes to actually get other people open, and he doesn't mind. Like he's such
of
a team
course,
guy.
he
He's a team
opens
guy.
up the field for other people when they do that double tight end set.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know he's getting all the attention. So if it's Noah Gray, or I think the third tight end is Blake Bell, but usually Noah Gray is the guy. He's almost always open because you've got the weak side linebacker trying to single man him, and it's not going to happen. You know what I mean?
100%.
So that for Kansas City, I mean, they've had their issues this year. They've had their moments, but they're going to be there at the end.
Straight baller, my friend. Straight baller. Is the jury out on and the way to beat did Philly figure out the Da Vinci Code and tell us all how to beat Miami?
Well, but
Or-
we already saw. Look at Miami's losses this year. Like they beat the shit out of bad teams.
Yes.
But you put them in against someone legit. I can't remember off the top of my head who beat them. Was it week 4 a couple weeks ago?
No, I
Was
can't
it
remember.
Buffalo?
either.
Buffalo took them apart. And now
And,
Philly.
and a team with another good defense that you're talking about. Is defense the way to ground Miami? Obviously.
Well, Philly's elite. Philly's got one of the best defenses in the league. This is
No doubt.
their front fucking forward, like that D line. Like, I mean, you know, I'm a bit of a homer in that department. I think San Fran always has the best defensive line, but if I'm being objective, Philly's might be better. Like that.
No, excuse me, and offensive line. I mean, both lines on that team.
Speaking of offensive lines, Trent Williams not playing tonight. That's the reason we lost.
Always comes back to
And
me.
Debo. No Debo. We basically had the fucking Dallas Cowboys out there tonight. That's what we were playing with. Dallas Cowboy energy. Good, but that's not good enough.
I don't know how it comes back to me. By the way, I hope everybody enjoyed your Dallas Cowboy family weekend.
Family
I know I
weekend.
did.
Yeah, fucking no, we didn't have a game. We got to spend time with your families. Fuck. Worst segment ever.
I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was.
That segment sponsored by Lipitor.
By the way,
Insert joke here.
you did say you had cause for concern, and I have to respect that. But we're looking at a very game Seattle team. That division of yours, my friend, just heated
Dude,
up.
No, Seattle's okay. You can try and bait me with this fucking.
I'm not baiting you. I'm talking
Guys,
about record.
fucking
How am I
gaslight.
baiting you when you have the exact same record? Where's the bait?
Yeah, wait till we play each other.
They're
Look
in
at the
first
kid.
place right now in your division. How am I baiting you? Oh, you look like you're in your
Okay,
feelings.
put it this way.
You look like you're in your feelings, B.
Okay, no. Here, I'll make it interesting right now. What are we at? 760, right? That's the
760 is the number.
760 is what you've owed me for 4 years. Okay. I'll put the whole thing.
Actually, it was over 1,000. But go ahead. I'm knocking it down.
Yeah, exactly. I've donated to the show.
I'm knocking her down, baby.
Here's fucking another $300 for the audio visuals, so you can figure out the volume knob.
The press
Where'd
one
that
button.
money go? We're just fucking.
The press one button.
Yeah.
Otis was still awake when we started the show.
Yeah. Well, he's still awake. He's in the bathroom right now. He's coming back. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, you made me lose my train of thought with that nonsense.
Seattle and Frisco.
760, the whole shebang, the whole shabizzle. I take San Fran, you take Seattle.
Shabizzle's not a word. And why would I do that? That's a crazy.
What you
vote.
just said, they're better than San Fran. I'm willing to stake my reputation and the full 760.
First of all, that's something you don't have at all. You have no rep in the streets at all.
Oh,
None to speak of. But no,
that's debatable.
While I think I do believe Seattle's going to win the division. I'm not that strong about it, but like you said, but you did say a couple of minutes ago you have cause for concern. My question to you is, where's that concern coming from? Going back for a second, Detroit. What happened with Detroit? Or is Lamar Jackson quietly
Baltimore is a
waking
problem.
up? Yeah,
That's a good team, but
Detroit
I just
did not show up at all.
There's something about Detroit and the fact, not taking anything away from Jahmyr Gibbs, but they didn't have Monty, and Monty has been basically one of the top 3 or 4 running backs in the league when he's in the lineup this year. He was out, and I think that changed the whole thing because like Montgomery was able to get like positive yardage on first down almost every time, which set up like if you look at the analytics of the game, when you go 2nd and 6, 2nd and 5, 2nd and 4, your odds of completing and converting go up by like a ridiculous
Exponential, exactly.
And this game, they never had that. Like they were, whether it was a penalty to start things off, so they're 1st and 15, 1st and 20, or not getting anything going on the run, so it's 2nd and 10. That really set the tone for the game. And then by the time Baltimore piled on, it was like they'd basically given up. So
yeah,
I think Detroit will rebound because I think Campbell's a great coach. I like that guy. He's like how do you not just get
Dallas
down?
Cowboy? Why would you not love him? Why would
Did he
you not
actually
love
play for the Cowboys?
Dan Campbell is a Dallas Cowboy. You stupid? Why you do your own? Come on.
When have you ever talked about Dan Campbell?
Come
Before
on.
he was coach.
Are you crazy? He was part of the big Super Bowl teams, B.
The big.
Don't get me started, money. Back off me, B. Back off.
Don't do that. Like, don't. That's the like our show's
Back money.
so borderline Mickey Mouse low rent as it is. That is just that's like the Christopher Walken.
Is this what you would prefer?
Daryl, you know,
Okay. You know what? You're right. You
want me to do the Walken? I'll do it.
By the way, people, he's convinced he does a good Donald Trump, and it literally.
No. The Trump King.
Have you thought Walken
That was
made you
basically
itchy?
because someone that I know was so bad at it. We were all like, dude, we can do better Trump impressions. Give me 10 minutes of prep time. The Walken, though, the Walken's getting there.
Walken's horrible.
Daryl, is it Daryl or Darrell? I don't know how you.
Here's another question. Tyrod Taylor, should that be the quarterback for the Giants for the rest of the season?
No.
What?
Washington they're a dumpster fire in and of themselves. They could have won that
If
game.
Washington wins that game, they're 4-2 right now. It's a different conversation we're having. And they have a
Washington-
very good defense.
Dude, did you watch that game? It was hard. It was hard to watch.
Well, yeah, their quarterback ate it all game, but they have a good defense.
Yeah, they have a decent defense, and they've got a marginal offense, and they're just not fun to watch. So the Giants, they're terrible. They'll be in the bottom third of the league. Hey, what's up? Oh, look who it is.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Hey, buddy.
Who's that?
Hello.
That's Daryl. Yeah.
How you doing, buddy?
Say hi.
Hey, are you gonna get some Burger King later?
BK.
Have it your way.
You like burgers?
Yeah.
What do you like on your burger?
A cookie.
Oh,
Cookies? That
Cookies.
makes sense. That makes
Pretty
sense.
good.
I have a question for you, Otis. When you were born, you had a lot of hair. What happened to your hair? Did you get a
What
haircut?
happened to your hair? Did we cut it?
No. And Bob.
I feel you. I know you feel more Asian because you're talking more Asian now.
What? What's this? What's
That-
this?
That's Daddy's flower.
Flower.
Well, his plant that he lights on fire and becomes a bad,
That's
becomes a
weird.
bad parent after.
No, it's your trophy. It's your trophy.
What's this?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, you can see where this show is going now.
Okay, a couple of teams that we're going to talk about before we go. The Browns. Myles Garrett is maybe next world right now. When he leaped over human beings and blocked that punt, I kind of think he solidified him being player of the year right now on the defensive side of the ball. He's having a monster year that nobody's talking
You know,
about.
normally I would agree with you, but just I think TJ Watt might take that man.
Well, he did get a pick. Yeah, he did get pick and almost
TJ
right
Watt
back.
that guy's insane. But
Okay, thank you for bringing it up. Can we give flowers where flowers are due and really talk about the fact that if Mike Tomlin was white, he might be talked about like Vince Lombardi right now? Year after year after year, no matter how bad his teams are, he has winning records.
okay, but here's the thing.
And Pittsburgh's having one of those years.
Here's the thing about Tomlin, though. Like less than 48 hours ago, people were talking about wanting him to get fired. Right? So
As they do every year.
one win does not make a season, as you Dallas Cowboys will know. But I do agree. I mean, if he was white, I think that they'd be talking more about his legacy. Like, I mean, like how long has he been the coach for? He's never had.
Child abuse. Mhm.
So, but I don't know, man. I don't think that Pittsburgh's going to do anything this year. I don't think Pickett's the guy.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, he has receivers, but I like.
And by the way, George Pickens might be one of the top 3 or 4
Quietly.
receivers in the game.
Very
Pickens is-
quietly. Nobody's looking at him right now. One more team before we get out of here that nobody's talking about: the Falcons. They're quietly putting together a good season.
I don't know that
Are you going to say the division itself is bad?
the whole division is weak, but at the same time, like, do you really see a team like Atlanta? I mean, they're surprising some people, but if you put them against the Phillies or the Niners or the Cowboys or the Chiefs, the top, they get blown out. Like,
Yeah.
but having said that, this has been a weird year, man. Like, I'll take my piece of humble pie right now. San Francisco looked unbeatable 2 weeks ago, and then they dropped 2 stinkers against the Browns and a handicapped Vikings team. So, I mean, who knows?
Very
Like, this could be the year that the Dallas Cowboys actually win the Super Bowl.
Absolutely. And let's talk
That's
about
weird shit.
Let's talk about Trevor Lawrence. Nobody's talking about him either. He's putting together another good season. And listen, HCN in that backfield, don't go to sleep on the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's all I have to say. Do not go to sleep on them.
I touched on this earlier. They are quietly a very, very competitive football team. That collection of wideouts that they put together,
Yeah.
I mean, going out and getting Ridley on the cheap, relatively cheap, Christian Kirk. I mean, you throw in ATN, who's like a dual threat back, and then Trevor Lawrence is like, he's slinging it.
Absolutely.
That's a good team, man. That's a good team. But again, there's question marks with Lawrence. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but again, he could be. It's like, are you gonna fucking take the Joe Burrow route, or are you gonna do the Justin Herbert route? You know what I mean? Like, Herbert's he's an elite quarterback, but Joe Burrow immediately like took his team almost all the way, right? So I don't know.
As you can see, we're back in the studio, guys. The studio's back set up and finally working again. It's been a long night, but we're gonna and I get
Buddy, I like how you touched on that.
yeah, I'm getting some nights off finally, so we're gonna be back this week. We have a lot to touch on. Plus, one thing I want to talk about too is commentators that actually do football. I want to talk about Rich Eisen because I think he's the best in the game, and compare him to like the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, who I can't tolerate. Big game.
Yeah, but okay, we talked about this. Stephen A. Smith is there for one reason and one reason only, and that's not because he's a fucking brilliant broadcaster. He fucking gets people going. He's the guy that'll say wild shit to get ratings. He'll be the
but
contrarian.
is that entertaining?
It clearly is, because look at his ratings.
Because he talks a lot.
They wouldn't keep him and
see
pay
a
him
lot
what
of
they're
that.
paying him if his ratings weren't through the roof. And the
Look,
ratings are through the roof because people want to see that
Call me devil's advocate. I think a lot of that is because it deflects from the fact that he doesn't know a damn thing about what he's talking about when it comes to football, which is why his only shtick
No,
is-
but that's part of his shtick. I think that's the brilliance of it because he plays that like he'll say things that are like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Almost like on purpose, in my opinion, because
Right.
it's going to incite a debate and get his host or co-host or you know what I mean.
So it's like, look over there. There's a fire. Rob the white person here. Yeah, I get you.
What? It's a weird metaphor.
Look,
Okay,
Look,
glad to see where your head's at there, Darrell. That is a Darrell move. That's not Daryl. That's not Daryl Lizard. That's
Facts.
Darrell. Yo,
Facts.
shit. Darrell robs
You
white
want
people.
some? You want some of this? You want some? Yeah, I mean,
listen, a lot of good games coming up this week. A lot of games that are gonna push people ahead and move people back. I think we're in crunch time right now. We're not part of the
You want to
season.
run over here. Go get mom. Go get the car.
We're at that part of the season where games mean something too. We thought the Dolphins were going to run away with things. Obviously, they're not. Nobody's talking about the fact that Kansas City just won 6 in a row and are looking like Super Bowl champions and a bit tad unbeatable. I did not think their defense was going to be this good. We'll talk
Dude,
about
Taylor Swift, man. It's the Taylor Swift effect.
that. Oh man! Anytime you get a blonde hair, blue eyed white woman involved in any part in your team, it always ends up in tragedy.
Oh, dude, one of the best pictures I seen was in the box, and there's Taylor Swift, and there's fucking the Mahomes' wife. It's kind of like down to the front and just like fucking not enjoying her. I mean, it was not just a moment in time, right?
No,
But it was just funny.
I don't know. This is a cultural thing. I don't know if you're into it at all, but this Jada Pinkett Smith
Oh,
and her new book and the Tupac references and like the memes that are coming out about this girl I'm dying.
oh, dude. But I mean, we knew from that Chris Rock thing, like, dude, there's some wild shit going on that we don't even know about. Like, why would you do that?
No, they're a Hollywood story that is just marred in secrecy and marred in, but she's
Oh,
putting it in
dude, the
straight.
people at Netflix are watching this, going like,
Oh, there's a documentary coming somewhere.
oh,
Yeah.
dude, like it's just one of those things where like the fucking Fresh Prince or something, and it'll be like, and we're all gonna watch it. We're all gonna eat it up. 'Cause
Listen,
that's what.
I'm dropping kettlebells on my foot because I'm losing a couple pounds, and I'll tell you what, if I get a bit of hair on my head, I'll play her in a movie. What's the problem, B? What's the problem? What's the problem, B? Yeah, I mean,
I mean, no, nothing, no problem. Just imagining you blowing a black actor that's playing Will Smith and Tupac.
Whoa, back up. Did you say blowing? Okay, back up, B. Back up.
And then who else?
That's
friend
definitely
of
extra
the friend of the sun. That's the person you
That's
want to act.
definitely
as.
extra
That's
money in
your
that
role.
contract.
Jada Pinkett Smith. That's your okay.
I'm not saying I won't just add the zeros. That's a big contract
Dude,
you want me to do.
suddenly, the Delroy Lindo movie, much better role, way more fun. I'm just saying, less stress, just phones, just
He's
quick
obsessed
calls.
with Delroy Lindo. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf
Ladies
of
and
Delroy
gentlemen,
Lindo,
just in case you didn't know, Romeo Must Die. Just watch it, rent it. Blockbuster will have
please
it,
do. Cut the check, Romeo. I love you. Cut the check.
and just enjoy it. It's like the 34-minute mark somewhere in there.
How do you have a time? Listen, stop stalking me, B.
That was one of the best. Like it was like 3 a.m. I was like stoned, and and I watched Romeo Must Die, fucking
No
gently.
clue I was coming up. No
And I'm
clue.
just sitting there, fucking eating my Cheerios, and fucking all of a sudden it's like, it's like I grabbed my phone. I was like I could have paused the movie, but I did it like I need to capture this moment.
And then he made it a meme for about 10 years.
Oh, buddy, it's one of those gifts that keeps on giving. You just keep on doing it.
Ladies and gentlemen, big week ahead. Big news coming from Brothers Talk Ball as well. Some of it not so good. On behalf of your boy, the sidekick.
Whoa. You're gonna keep me in the dark? You keep me in the dark?
We'll talk this week. On behalf of the sidekick, it is your board certified fantasy football and all sports guru. We are back. The studio sessions are back. And we'll get to the news this week on what's changing. Have a good week. We'll be back maybe tomorrow, maybe as soon as tomorrow. There's the meme that changed the world, ladies and gentlemen. There is the meme that changed the
It's
world.
not the meme, actually.
It's the hair, maybe.
No, it's that's the foundation for the
By
meme.
the way, mustaches are back in. I should go with the stash, no?
That's not a stash. That's like a fucking reverse soul patch. I don't know what that is. It's terrible though. Like just shave it off or just grow a man beard. Don't do all this.
A reverse soul patch?
I don't know
Wow.
what that is.
Wow. Let's get to it. I will see you this week. Put Otis to bed. Stop feeding him weight
Cody,
food and
come
let
here.
him know
Come
he's
say
Asian.
goodbye. Come here. Come here.
And tell that poor boy he's Asian.
So who are we playing this week? Who do you got?
The San Francisco.
Who does Dallas
I've
have?
got a very big game. I've got a big game against the Rams coming up. A team that I'm glad lost, but a team that
Yeah,
can
you know what? If the Rams win that game, like they should,
I'm in trouble this week.
Then they start kind of like being that sleeper team. But then the fact that they gave up 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter,
Yeah,
that to me is like that's a fragile team. Like they're not.
but look, they're almost unstoppable soon on paper with their receiving core. It's crazy.
And isn't that crazy how, like, you know, a minute ago it seemed like they didn't have anybody. Like it was like, oh, it's just Cooper Kupp, and all of a sudden that Puka Nakua comes in.
Cucamonga jumps up and Cucamonga's balling out. Atwell's balling out. Cucamonga, baby. Cucamonga.
I don't even know who you're talking about. Who's Cucamonga?
That's the Hawaiian receiver they got.
Don't Tutu Atwell? That's Cucamonga?
Cucamonga.
So if I call Tutu Atwell Cucamonga,
Cucamonga.
getting letters.
Well, you're racist. I'm not.
Yeah, you're funny.
Cucamonga is a Polynesian name. Not a lot of people know that. All right, we'll talk more Cucamonga. San Francisco. Oh, the San Francisco
Cincinnati.
49ers.
We got Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. Very scary game for you guys. Very.
And I'll tell you,
scary
man,
game for you guys.
I don't want to say must win at this point in the year, but it's like if you're elite, if you're an elite team, which I believe San Francisco is, you don't drop 3 games in a row. You just don't. Like elite
These are
teams don't do
facts.
that.
Is it time to start talking about with one more victory? Can we start talking about the Jets in a minute? Is it early?
That's a weird division, dude. I mean,
It is.
because Miami's
Nobody wants to take control of it right now.
Well, Miami's the clear-cut leader, but what the Patriots did yesterday, I mean, the Bills are. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
But it's not the Jets. The Jets. That's.
I just know you can't go to sleep on them.
What do you think of Aaron Rodgers? He said he's going to try and come back this year. Like he's going to reduce a torn Achilles to 5 months. Like
I don't know if he can. If he does,
that's ridiculous.
I want those white steroids. Whatever they're putting in his body, I want.
They did a different sort of surgery. It was like some. I want to call it experimental.
Look, you had an Achilles injury. You took the whole year. You elected to not have surgery. You would know better than anybody. Can he come back from this?
I mean,
there you go.
I didn't do rehab like a fucking elite professional athlete. I had to rehab all my own and do all my own shit. But I was walking in a boot pretty soon. But the thing is, like, to walk around, not even running, just walking around is like 7-8 months.
To walk.
And then to walk without a boot and be like putting weight on and shit.
So when you see him with no crutches and no boot,
it's crazy. No, like he was throwing a ball in shoes. Like I think last weekend at the last game.
Yeah, in your mind, is that
possible? Any
possible?
zip on it, but he was out there.
In your mind, is that possible?
Well, I mean, clearly it is if he's doing it, but it's like he's way ahead of schedule. But that also made me wonder, like, was it a complete rupture? Because there's a difference. Like mine was a complete rupture; it was gone. If he has a partial rupture, like there's still some that's holding it together, that has to at least allow the recovery process to be
I think he had a complete rupture.
I mean, they never specified, but I'm just saying to come back that quickly makes me think maybe there was something still connected. So anyways, I think if he comes back too soon, he's going to re-injure it, though, because I know a couple people that have had this, and they re-popped it again.
Oh, our friend to the show, Monty, has two legs, and he snapped his Achilles 3 times.
Well, I remember Ricky Singh.
Yeah.
That fucking that guy had 2 of them. I think he for sure ruptured the same one twice. So
crazy.
So I mean, yeah, if Aaron Rodgers tries to come back and be an NFL quarterback like anytime this year, I mean, he's also about 40, 41 or whatever he is. Like, I think he's got to fucking stay out. So that's why if he's
just give me Roger Royds. That's all I'm saying. So all I want is Roger Royds. That's it. All right, that's it for this week. We're gonna get to Rodgers this week. On behalf of the Sidekick, it is your board certified fantasy football and all sports guru. This is Brother Stock Ball. We will see you this week. Goodbye.
By the way, to the Empire, our boy, Gurinder Bular, the G-Man, Jamie Leffler, Sam Pinter. Real Niners. Alistair.
Yeah. You
Randy.
lost. Go to bed.
Susie. We'll be fine. Hold it together. Don't get down like this man did when we beat them 42-10. Don't get depressed. Don't fucking go into hiding. Look at me right here. Hours after the game. Minutes. Seconds. Chopping it up.
Getting high and acting like a good parent. All right. Talk to you this week. Goodbye. Goodbye, sir.
Hey, next week, get the volume going because that was painful. For those of you who don't know, 45 minutes? Like the whole second half, this guy couldn't figure out the volume button. Daryl, you gotta turn it up.